Okay guys, cue balls here. I'm going to show one of the ways to do the Komaki counter here. And I basically want to enter this so one of the new guys that I still haven't fought will show up. Hopefully I'll get to fight him. This Coliseum mode takes quite a bit of time to get through and fight everybody. It's a lot of grinding and just hoping that the right guy will show up, and even if he is, you still got to wait for him. Alright, so Komaki counter. It's R triangle if you're unarmed. And you'll notice that you have to hit it right before the enemy's going to strike you. And this is one of the better examples because this guy has pretty good wind-up, so you'll see it coming. A little slow, but we'll get him. There we go. So that's one of the counters. You notice that it does big damage and it stuns the crap out of him. It leaves him on the ground for quite some time. So if you want to stand there, you can taunt a few times to get some heat going, or you could stomp him, or if you have heat already, definitely use that time to stomp him or set him up for a specific heat move that you want to use. And I'm timing it too late here. This guy, he definitely hits earlier than he would seem when he winds up. You have to hit it kind of as you see him start. I'm almost waiting too long here and it's not working so great, so I'll tighten up the timing and see if it works better. Try to keep the camera so it's a comfortable position for you so you can see the animation. I don't even know what happens there. It gives you no time to react to the quick time push, so half the time you end up getting just smashed into the wall. So you can see there, that was the counter. You tighten up your timing. Again, R triangle. Try to just keep an eye on him. Look at his animation. If you see him, right when he's about to strike, you get a couple frames. It's not a whole lot of time, so you have to be pretty strict. But you can see, right there, you bounce him right off the wall. Builds up nice heat. Does tremendous damage. Right there, you got him again. So at the end of the fight, I started getting my timing good, but that guy's usually a little tricky. Again, his timing, you got to definitely hit it earlier than you would think. This is another good example. This guy's a perfect example. You can send this guy into a block string. See how he's going to throw that big haymaker? He's going to do it again. And bam, you can do that. Here comes the haymaker. Now, you notice I'm getting hit too. Certain enemies are invulnerable to that if they're doing specific attacks like he was doing right there. But it doesn't really matter because, my attack's going to do a lot more than his is, so it's not really an issue. Now, again, that kind of a character, you can send him into that attack no matter what. He's always going to do that as long as he's blocking, a couple moves. Again, just do the counter, bounce him on the wall, and then if you got heat, you got your choice of heat moves. Go ahead and do this one here, the cannonball. It's kind of funny. Yakuza is one of the few games that gets like the impact that you really want to feel when you punch somebody like that or you hit him. Oh, cool, this is a guy I got to fight. So this is a karate-based guy. You'll notice that he's going to block and he does very quick combos. So you can kind of just stand there and hit the triangle button at the, at various intervals, and you'll see right there, like his attacks are so quick that even if you're kind of mashing out the triangle, chances are if he's attacking, he's going to eat that. He's going to eat the counter, and then you can do big damage. This guy actually has a fairly big health bar, so this is a good example of how powerful the Komaki counter can be. So we'll just go ahead and do that. And try to keep him in the corner too, because that way if you hit him, you're going to be able to bounce him. And juggling him off the wall does big damage too, and also builds up big heat. So you can see, I've only really done that move, I think 3 times now, and it's already done most of the damage, besides the little bit of extra hits I pulled off the combo. But if you're not too comfortable with it, you can definitely block and wait for him, and then maybe try canceling out of a string. But you see right there, like the karate guys, if you're good and lucky, you can definitely get the timing down here. So I'm going to go ahead and punish this guy. Do him with a Hell's Floor and really rub it in. You Usually when you're fighting most bosses and you see the field of heat pop up, if you have this move, it's a pretty good sign. If you hit all the presses, you're almost guaranteed to kill the boss at that point. This one, I screwed up, but if you don't screw up, usually when you see that, get excited and hit all them presses, and usually you'll have the boss dead or whatever challenge you're doing. It definitely feels nice. So that's the Komaki counter. So I'm going to put up some more videos, and if anybody has any problems with any specific guys, just let me know. There's pretty much a set way for most different types of people. I think there's like 3 or 4 types, and we can get into that later. So, alright guys, later.